So as you guys are probably aware, I take a lot of my suggestions for these videos over on my Instagram, and I check my DMs pretty much every single day to see what you guys want me to talk about, and quite literally, every single DM I'm getting right now is to react to Sneako. And I'll be honest, the reason why this confused me is because I thought Sneako got terminated and stop creating content. But no, apparently he creates content on Rumble now, which, if you aren't aware, is a platform which is supposed to be a bit of a YouTube competitor, which will never really compete. I think they've got Andrew Tate, Steve Will Do It, and Sneako on there. And nobody else. The whole thing is that you can basically say whatever you want on Rumble without getting banned, but the problem is, nobody watches it. Oh, actually, let me correct myself. Nobody watches it apart from rebellious teens who want to say a big fuck you to the world. And someone who these rebellious teens watch is Sneako, who is basically Andrew Tate from Wish. He says the same type of shite. He says you shouldn't live in the Matrix. You're not a real man unless you're shagging 18 girls at once. And then he just kind of like screams at the camera for the rest of it.
Yo, a lot of you need to wake up! Wake up! Come back to reality! Get off of TikTok! Get off of Instagram! You're so stupid! You are so stupid!
I mean, to be fair to him, he definitely got what he wanted there, because if there's any part of me that was still asleep, it's definitely awake now. And you also may have ruptured my eardrum, but we'll ignore that part. And you see, this is the problem with Sneako in comparison to someone like Andrew Tate, because with Andrew Tate, even though I disagree with the vast majority of stuff he says, he is quite articulate, he can actually string a sentence together, but on the other hand, you have Sneako, who just screams. In fact, there are so many videos on YouTube of Sneako trying to have a debate with other people about the problems in the world, and 9 times out of 10, he is made to look like an idiot.
I always hear these same types of things. I don't want to be a sheep. I woke up to the truth. I figured out reality. But the reality is that you went from a sheep from herd A, and now you're just a sheep in herd B.
Which is 100% true. He says he's not a sheep, he's gonna take his own path, but then does literally everything that Andrew Tate says or does. Make your mind up.
What do you mean you can't breathe with a mask on? Are out here running marathons with 3 of them on. How is it possible that you can't breathe with a mask on, right? It's uncomfortable. Seatbelts are uncomfortable, okay? Going to the doctor is uncomfortable, okay? There's a lot of things in life.
You hear that in the background? Yeah, but I don't wear a seatbelt. Just want to put it out there. I'm not a fucking pussy, okay?
That should be something that you arrive at through your own independent thought process. Not because somebody else tells you not to, okay? That's what a 16-year-old does.
Which makes sense, because Sneako acts like a child 99% of the time. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today. What I did want to talk about is the drama between Sneako and MoistCritikalv over the past few days, which started on Twitter. Now, this is the tweet that kind of kicked it all off again, because they were making videos kind of back and forth on each other a few months ago, and as you can imagine, MoistCritikalv just kind of verbally destroyed Sneako. But this is the new tweet, and it said, "Pattern recognition. This collage is everyone who advocated for my cancellation. Fight back and follow my Rumble." And he's made a collage of YouTubers who've made videos on him, and as you can see in the middle is MoistCritikalv. Now, Charlie actually responded to this with a beautiful tweet that reads, "Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men, and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation, that's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cook." Fucking hell, mate. Can you have some remorse? Yeah, just to give some context to you, the whole like cook thing, saying that he watched his girlfriend getting fucked by numerous men, that is something that Sneako has said in the past. He went to like a sex party and watched his girl get like fucked by other men, and he said that it really upset him at the time, but every man should do it. Which is whatever, you can have your own little fetish, Sneako. I'm not here to judge, but it's just funny coming from him, because he is the person who is so red pill and basically talks about women like they're property, and if you want to be a real man, you've got to be with like a 10 out of 10 who's going to do whatever you say. Just the same shite that Andrew Tate said before him. And also the part where he's saying that Sneako defended child porn is because there was a movie that came out that was exploiting children in a sexual way, and Sneako made a full video talking about how great the movie was, which is a lovely piece of content. So now we have Sneako responding saying, "You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you've got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it." Yes, that's right, like a true YouTuber or Rumbler, he's called out Charlie to a boxing match. Imagine my shock. You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cook who also defends child porn. Fucking hell. This is actually a massacre, isn't it? This is the problem with Sneako, because he's not very articulate, he can hardly string a sentence together, and when he gets into these altercations, he fumbles. massively. But after this Twitter argument, Sneako went on his stream and started saying a bunch more shit about Charlie, to which Charlie then made a response video yesterday, which is on over 3 million views in 12 hours. Fucking hell. That must be nice. But yeah, this is the part where I'm up to so far. I haven't actually seen this video, I've just been told a lot of things about it, so let's give it a watch. But before we get any further, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm trying to hit 400k on this channel, and realistically, I'm never going to be as cool as Sneako until I do it, so please, help me out.
Because the first video I made on you offended you to such a high degree that you have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies.
See, that's the thing about this new genre that's kind of plagued the internet recently with like the Andrew Tates and like the Sneakos and whatever, is they are very vocal about their opinions and they say them in quite harsh ways sometimes, but as soon as someone just says a few little jokes about him, they lose their shit. I mean, some people would say that they only make these videos passionately ranting about how much they hate the way the world is going and trying to act really tough on camera just to make them feel better about their fragile egos, but I would never have that opinion.
You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return.
Yeah, I think this is a great example to show the intelligence of Sneako, because when him and Charlie got into a bit of an argument, Sneako's biggest comeback was, your girlfriend's ugly. I mean, he really is a genius, isn't he? He's really gonna make the world a better place.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge, unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over.
Oh, here's actually a good little ad spot for Rumble. If you want to go and watch a bloke who has a very sensitive ego and rages at the world, dance around in his bedroom with a gun in hand, then Rumble's a place for you. Because that's really, really cool.
So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right?
I mean, he even has a cigar in his mouth. Like, realistically, this bloke definitely has posters of Andrew Tate in his house, doesn't he? I would bet my life savings on it.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
God, I wish I could be just like Sneako when I grow up. He's really, really inspirational. Like, I'm sorry to break this to you, Sneako, but no one thinks it's impressive that you have a gun and you're showing it off in your live stream, other than, like, 13-year-old people who are angry at the world.
But he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
You know what, right? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I knew the difference between clips and mags, because I live in the UK, we quite literally don't have guns. But the whole correcting the gun terminology thing is very funny, because I just know for a fact that that would piss Sneako off. Like I said, very fragile ego, so even if someone just exposed the fact that he doesn't know the part of a gun, I can imagine he's ready to scream at the camera.
I also love that you treat this Discord server like it's your PR team, so you have them work on your responses on Twitter because you're not witty enough to come up with anything on your own.
Oh no, if that is true, that is extremely embarrassing. Who the fuck goes to their Discord to be like, guys, is this tweet really cool? Or should I just go on stream and wave around my fucking magazines again?
I know a lot of people criticize me for not tackling his points, and to that I say, bah humbug, this fucking goober didn't make any points. All he did was insult me and my girlfriend. He insulted me and my girlfriend because I made fun of one of his friend's blatantly fake stories.
Oh yeah, the reason why Sneako said that Charlie's girlfriend is ugly is because Sneako made a video saying a few jokes about fresh and fit, and for some reason that hurt Sneako's feelings. He is so fragile, it's actually embarrassing at this point. Like, I feel bad for him in a way.
Is because he publicly defends Cuties as one of his favorite movies. Cuties was a Netflix film that used real child actresses in sexual situations.
You know what's mad is that Sneako will try his absolute best to go against the popular opinion, that he will even defend a movie that exploits children in a sexual way just to be different. Like, do you not have any shame?
Imagine seeing the girl you love, like,
Get fucked.
get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked.
God, I know he regrets this podcast so fucking much. This must eat him up every single night.
Now, if he's open about being a cuck and happy and proud to be a cuck, that's fine. But he's not. It makes him mad every single time.
And then he'll go on his live streams and talk negatively about other people's relationships. So yeah, I can see where he's coming from here.
Turkey Tom, for example, made a whole video talking about Sneako and how pathetic he is, and Sneako tried to talk a big game to him, even challenged him to a debate, which Turkey Tom accepted with jubilation. He was ecstatic. And then Sneako kept ducking him, ghosting him.
I mean, to be fair to him, at least he is a bit self-aware now, because he realised that if he is going to have a debate with someone who can actually string a sentence together, it's probably not going to go too well.
When you are getting your feelings hurt and your immediate response isn't to fire back with insults, jokes, whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight, you've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, I'll beat you in a fight. Sneako, you beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you.
Right. Let me just take a second. Oh no, he's already dead! Now after this video, Sneako called into Aiden Ross's live stream to talk about MoistCritikals video, and this is what he had to say.
Well, I would very much like to fight him at any point, at any weight class.
So let me ask you, if you saw him walking down the street, what are you doing?
I would walk up to him and I would say the same stuff that you said in your videos. I would look him dead in the eye and say, all that stuff you said in your videos, say it to my face right now, and I know that he would freeze up and not say a word.
I mean, you were literally insinuating that you would shoot him, so I really wouldn't blame him if that's the case.
This is why I'm sick of the internet and why we should spend more time in the real world.
You literally spend all your time on the internet. What the fuck are you going on about?
Who looks like a fentanyl homeless dude, who looks like he stands at a playground looking at, bro, he looks like he's homeless. Look at him. He's calling me a pedophile. Look at me and look at him. Who's more likely to be on a watch list? Who's more likely to shoot up a school? Who's most likely to shoot up a school as Sneako dances around in his bedroom bragging about the fact that he has guns? I don't know. But yeah, more proof that Sneako is very fragile and he's clearly getting very annoyed because that was a bit of a massacre. But either way, I would love to know your opinions down below on this whole situation, and yeah. I think we're going to leave it for today. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.